My God, the most famous man on earth is on trial, and there's no cameras allowed. Just the artists, their pastels, and their desire to make Trump look as bad as possible. Every sketch of Trump looks like the Grinch had sex with the Lorax.
He's just joking. SNL's Colin Jost speaking in D.C. this weekend, mocking this whole process, but also saluting in his own way the courtroom sketch artists who provide some of the only images of what happens inside this New York courtroom, where we have... No, we'll get to yours. Okay. You guys can tell it's a live show. I got the artists already piping up. Where Trump is on trial. No still or video cameras are allowed during the proceedings. But court artists have been playing this important journalistic role, people around the world studying every detail of their work in this case. And the disembodied voice you heard tonight is our special guest, Christine Cornell, a veteran courtroom sketch artist with a literal front row seat in this trial. We showed you some of the other sketch artists. This is some of her work. Now, they sit, these sketch artists, I saw this today, right near the front, behind the lawyers, bailiffs, just right by the defendant sometimes. And she's been depicting Trump at this historic trial, and it's not her first time. She's also telling us she drew him decades ago in an antitrust case and depicted other trials of great national interest, like mob boss John Gotti, or the controversial Central Park 5 prosecution, a case highlighting racial tension in the city. And then a businessman, Donald Trump, used that case calling for the death penalty for those young defendants whose charges were actually later overturned. Does art imitate life? Does life imitate art? And what do we rely on with our sketch artists? I'm thrilled to say Christine Cornell is making her Beat debut, along with one of the former DA prosecutors who might even be in some of those sketches sooner or later. Duncan Levin back with us. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So nice to see you.
He says I've drawn him already.
What trial?
I have been on in several of her sketches already.
Do you remember the case?
There were some pre-trial hearings in the Harvey Weinstein case that I got drawn in, and I have somewhere in one of my desk drawers. So I have been a subject.
Yeah. You were there today. Why don't you tell us what you look for, what you watch for as you do your work, and we will put up some more of the sketches as you tell us.
Okay. Today was particularly exciting because Trump, for the first time, had a supportive family member show up. Mm-hmm. His son, Eric. And I could see that he was visibly moved to have him there. And he stood at the rail and spoke to him for a bit. And we have not been able to really get a good shot on Trump this whole trial. And so today was lovely.
Yeah, let's look at this in full. We'll put this up, and you tell us, you're the eyes of the country or the world sometimes. What are you looking at when you try to capture this?
Well, I'm just trying to get what's there. Mm-hmm. You know, the marshals block our view, so they're very convenient for fleshing out a composition.
But you reflect that reality. In other words,
it's true.
Someone else, nowadays everyone's, I don't know if you know this, Christine, but everyone fashions themselves a photographer with their phones. Some people, they zoom all the way in. Let's pull it back. Instead of zooming in, you show us what it feels like in the courtroom, that there is security, there are armed people. That's any trial, let alone a presidential one. And so you do that, and then are you trying to get an emotional moment between them? What are you seeing between father and son?
Between father and son? Oh, geez, I hadn't realized that Eric was taller than his dad. It was just, a very intimate type of conversation, where they were right in each other's space. So I was happy to see that.
So that's the published version. News outlets, pool reporters, we use these, as I think the audience knows. You also brought it on set, the same one. So let's have you hold that up and see how it looks from... How long did it take you to draw it?
Well, I did 4 of these monsters today.
Wow.
It's kind of knocking me out. I couldn't believe when they just had one witness after another. It's like, start again, you know? Yeah.
Duncan, the trial is primarily for the jury. I mean, judges make a difference, but it's really how the jury experiences it. They're advised to look at the evidence, but they also look at people. They look at faces. They look at emotion. They make judgments, intangible judgments about who's telling the truth. How much does it matter what they see?
Well, it's something that we tell our clients as defense attorneys all the time, which is that the jury is always looking at you, your demeanor, how you're furiously scribbling on your notepad or whether you're falling asleep, as has been reported in this trial. And so the jurors are watching your demeanor as a defendant, and they're certainly watching this defendant's demeanor. This is the first time anyone's been in a room with him. And so obviously he's larger than life. And so I think that while the press is not allowed to be sitting in there with cameras, for good reason, I mean, there are legitimate privacy concerns. It's really good that at least we have these moments in time that are captured by courtroom artists to be able to get a glimpse of what people are looking like and what people's demeanor are.
How does this experience, Christine, when you're there so much, compare to other big trials you've done?
The way that the FBI has him isolated from the rest of us. I mean, usually over a little bit of time, a feeling of community starts to develop. You know, he hasn't been able to come anywhere near any press person to have any kind of conversation or to feel a little bit of humanity. And in earlier trials, you did speak with him. Always. Well, how would he talk to you? He would tell me that I was his personal courtroom artist. He liked that I made him look like this blonde Elvis. Blonde Elvis? Yes, this was back in the early 80s. He was... I would, on redirect, have to ask if there was some delusion at play, but, you know. Well, he was a good-looking guy. Okay, respect. And so he would banter with you. Would you see him talk to others in the courtroom? I'm sure he did. Yeah. You know. And how does that compare to the man we saw today? Because I was in there. I was actually happened to be seated near you. Yeah. It's a sign. It wasn't my choice one way or the other, but I happened to be seated near you. And we're looking up, and he seemed to be in character, as other politicians sometimes are as well, the whole time, and walking down the aisle and doing this and being very aware, even without cameras on, but he knows you're drawing him, and he knows many other print reporters and other reporters are watching him. Did you find him more stony, more in character this time around? I think he's very, I don't like the word robotic, but he's very stony. That's a good word for him. He doesn't show any kind of play of emotions on his face until he gets annoyed. Yeah. And then you see it. And finally, Duncan, briefly, the decision to put on other witnesses before Cohen.
I think there's today's other custodial witnesses were Trump's fault. The fact that those had to get called today was because he refused to stipulate to anything. But this testimony today was riveting. It showed the unseemly sort of underbody of, peddling gossipy stories about sex and what happens behind the scenes. And it corroborates Cohen's testimony, corroborates Pecker's testimony. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. And so I think it sets up the testimony the jurors are about to hear.